So Scalebound has been renewed by Microsoft, the trademark anyway. Plenty of links in the description down below. One saying that Microsoft renewed it but has no plans for it. Another one talking about it just being renewed and possibly being remade completely from the ground up. We don't know what's going on with it. We just know that Microsoft has got it. Possibly because if Sony would have got it, Sony would have another feather in their cap talking, we got another game, which Microsoft does not. Microsoft cannot afford Sony to get another game to pound in their head. Let alone can Nintendo afford to get anything over them because Nintendo is just beating their ass anyway. Nintendo has a huge advantage over them, which is you can play it on TV and you can take it on the go. That I can beat into the ground all day because a lot of people are surprised at that. But again, it is small enough you can take it with you, and it is convenient enough. Y'all need to get that through your fucking head already. And that would be a huge thing for Nintendo to have. And Microsoft would be definitely feeling the pressure from that and going, we made a fuck mistake right there. And Phil would probably lose his job. Okay, that would be a huge mistake, and the head of Xbox would definitely be called in to be fired. No problem. Okay, people over at Xbox have got to be questioning Phil right now. They've got to be questioning his fucking motives. I'm going to say this because I know a lot of you out there make a lot of fanboy remarks when it comes to Phil. And I know what you're thinking. How can they be fanboy remarks? Because y'all refuse to see the fucking forest for the trees. Okay, a lot of y'all are like, oh, he's made a lot of great decisions. Which, okay, he has. But there's always a silver lining there. Play anywhere. Sounds good on paper. I've said that plenty of times. Sounds good on paper. Has removed exclusive content from the Xbox in general, made the Xbox brand basically trash. Okay? Hard to fucking deny that. Because what is your reason to go buy an Xbox if you can buy the game on the PC? Why would you have an Xbox? Well, you can hook it up to a TV. Are you aware you can hook your PC up to pretty much all these modern day televisions? Are you aware of that? Okay. Are you aware of the fact that you can play your PC games with any of the Microsoft Xbox brand controllers nowadays? Are you aware of that? So why go out and buy an actual Xbox console? You don't have one. Play Anywhere takes that and destroys it. Okay? The fact there's no exclusive content, no games, no content exclusively made to where it's exclusively on their fucking hardware. None. Zero. Means you have no reason to buy it. Play Anywhere destroys that. It just takes it and annihilates it, which is why the 360 and the original triple OG Xbox dominate it completely, which is why those two systems kill the Xbox One every time. Which is why backwards compatibility is a big thing for the Xbox One, because they're like, hey, at least we have that, which is true. At least you have that, but a lot of people can run out right now and afford a 360 for over half the cost of an Xbox One. You can get a 360 for like $100 right now. And that's the slim model, and you can get a hard drive for like $50. So $150, you got a 360 with a decent hard drive, and the games that they give you for free on the 360 are still AAA. So, again, I've got to wonder, why would anybody buy an Xbox One? You offer no exclusive content. And with Scorpio coming out, that thing is only going to really sell to those really hardcore fucking Xbox fanatics. And I know, Phil, you're like, it offers great features to people who only have a 1080p television, which is fine. But you're not going to be able to sell that to people who only have a 1080p television by saying that. Here's how you are going to have to manage. Because people like me exist who go, my Xbox One Slim plays just fine. Those multiplats work just fine. I have an all-digital library and everything works just fine. I'm not in the market for a Scorpio. I don't give a damn about it. because everything I own is everything I own. And I'm pretty much just taking you for the $60 for a year and getting those free games. And every once in a while, when you have a fire sale, I'll get games like Grand Theft Auto, Rise Sons of Rome for $10, and shit like that. So in reality, I'm not really buying shit on your fucking brand. I'm buying stuff on PlayStation or Nintendo Wii U or the Switch now. So in reality, I'm not really purchasing anything for you. The reason I bought yours is because you had a design on your Xbox that I liked. So you're looking to try to manipulate the market here. And with Scalebound now being renewed, I know I made it like 5 minutes without even talking about this, but just chill with me now because I'm trying to point out something here with Scalebound, because Scalebound was an exclusive game, and Phil, you don't like exclusive content for some reason. You think it's fanboyism, when in fact exclusive content is exactly why PS4 and Nintendo have consistently been beating that ass. Okay, they offer exclusive content, and I'm not talking about the timed content like with Destiny and Call of Duty and shit like that, or even Tomb Raider, which was timed on the Xbox. I'm talking about real exclusive content. That shit that says only on PlayStation, or that shit that's only on Nintendo, like Mario's, God of War, Legend of Zelda's, Todoken, which I hope I say that right. I don't know, I can't really pronounce it. But shit like that, or the Order of 1886, shit like that. Okay, you can't find that shit on PCs or Xboxes or Nintendos. They're only on what brand it's on. Okay, that shit is what kills you every time. Because Xbox, you don't have that going for you. I don't know what it is, Phil. I don't know why you hate that shit, but you hate it. Okay, I don't know why you have such a rager for first-person shooter games. I don't understand that. I don't really care to understand that. But you have this thing where all you want is multi-plat, Call of Duty type games. That's not going to sell your brand. It's not. It did really well and really successful for the 360. But it didn't make up a big part of it. It did really well and really successful. But the 360 had a diverse, major library. That's the difference. While those games were there, it had RPGs, it had platformers, it had indies, it had your first-person shooters. It had everything else. Phil, your Xbox, your vision of Xbox is fuck, okay, in comparison. The 360 is so much better than the Xbox One. The original Xbox is so much better than the Xbox One because the library is so much more diverse. Is so much more in-depth than your Xbox. I don't know who the fuck over at the Xbox brand right now is telling you in your ear that you only need first-person shooters, but you don't. You need more. Scalebound needs to be out. You keep bringing up buy Crackdown 3, buy Halo Wars 2, buy all these games. When you canceled Scalebound the first time, buy Halo Wars 2. That's not how you sell that game. People wanted an RPG. That's what made that game so fucking popular. We wanted an RPG. I haven't bought Halo Wars 2. I don't even play Halo Wars 2. Hell, I barely play Halo. I don't want Halo Wars 2. Nobody did. For Scalebound, the Scalebound audience wanted an RPG. That's what we were excited for. And you took it away from us. We weren't going to go buy Halo Wars 2 unless we were a Halo fan. Which majority of us probably were not. We were waiting on that RPG because we're like, hey man, finally, Phil gets it. There needs to be more than just first-person shooters. And then you took it away. And then we're like, fuck, we got to go back to playing on PS4 or the Wii U, because if we want an RPG, that's where we're going to have to go. And now we get Scalebound's trademark back, but we have no idea what's going on with it. Scorpio is around the corner, folks. E3 is right here. We are coming up on it fast. And Phil, if you don't announce this the right way at E3, I'm telling you, your sales that are promised here right now are going to fucking just drop fast. I mean, they're going to decrease. Because right now it looks hopeful, like, hey man, you might have some promise with Scalebound coming back, as you know that you need exclusive content to sell this thing. You know that right now. That's what it looks like. But if it just sits on its ass and does nothing, people are going to be like, nope, nope. The one I have now is good enough, because he's already said we're not going to leave any of these things behind. All the games are going to work on the original one, the Slim one, and the Scorpio. So there's no fucking reason for me to buy it. You're going to damage your own fucking product before it even comes out if you sit there and you let this thing just sit on its ass. And if you don't get any exclusive content out. And you can say I'm just full of shit if you want to. But imagine, if you will, just for a minute, imagine PlayStation with no exclusives. None. And the only thing on the market is Nintendo with all the exclusives. Nintendo would own everybody. Everybody with all the exclusives. That's exactly what happened with Nintendo and Sega. They went back and forth, and it was basically battle of the exclusives. Okay, which is why Sega had a lot of exclusives. Nintendo had those exclusives. And it was, who do you like more, Sonic or Mario? Zelda versus, I don't know, Streets of Rage? I mean, they went back and forth with their exclusives. You know what I mean? And I really don't know that many Sega exclusives. That's why I thought Streets of Rage. Revenge of Shinobi is probably what I should have said. But that's kind of why I say that. If you don't offer any exclusives, Phil, the thing is not going to sell. You can honestly take that to the bank. The Xbox One right now is owned by 13% of the market. 13%. That's fucking piss poor. It should be higher. You had 5 months last year. 5 months. And it was only 3 years old where it did anything worth a fuck. And the only reason it did any good, the only reason, and I've said this before, is because the Xbox One Slim looks like the design we should have got in 2013. I've said that before. I have no problem saying that. I'll say it until the next fucking generation. The Xbox One Slim looks like the design we should have got when Xbox One came out. Nobody wanted the VCR. So, taking that into consideration, you need to get in through your head, take Play Anywhere out of the equation unless it's on them little multi-plaids, and incorporate it into the multi-plaids. That's fine. Hey man, if you buy this multi-plaid on our platform, you could take that save and use it on your computer. Yeah, that's fine. But these exclusives, no. Halo, no. Bring back Fable, absolutely. But Play Anywhere with Fable, no. Shit needs to die. Because it's fucking killing your brand. It look good on paper, it's not good in reality. Scalebound needs to happen. This is an abusive fucking relationship you have with this game. And I know you don't like RPGs. I know that, Phil. I know you don't like RPGs because you're like, well, Japan doesn't like us. The market here in America likes RPGs. It's abundantly clear. The market here in America likes RPGs. They like anime. You don't have to appease everybody in Japan. You have to please the market here because you're losing them as fast, if not quicker, than you're losing the Japan market. Okay? You're slowly gaining, but 2017 is also the really fast dip that you were hoping to not have. Get Scalebound under control, release Scalebound, because if you don't, your Scorpio may not see sales, which I know PlayStation's probably hoping for. I was really hoping to get Scalebound when it was supposed to come out, last year? I've been saying that Microsoft fucked up when they announced the cancellation of it, and they haven't been able to get back on track since. They honestly have not been able to get back on track since, because Phil's been making a lot of fuck announcements since. Honestly, he has. You can't deny that. So get that shit under control. Somebody pull him out from being in front of everything. Whoever at Microsoft, go out there, grab him get him by the fucking collar, yank him in the back, and be like, no, and lock him in the fucking closet so he can't fuck up anymore. Because ever since they canceled that game, it's like somebody needs to grab him, put him in, fucking lock him in the closet, beat his ass with a fucking stick or something, and just be like, no, no more. You fucked up. You're not going to talk to people anymore because you keep making fuck decisions. And this relationship between you and Scalebound is fucking abusive. If you're holding on to it so nobody else can get their hands on it, that is an abusive relationship. And one in which they need to be like, no, once this runs out, bitch, we're done with you. And they need to run to whoever else. I hope you release it, because if you do, I'm telling you, that's gonna better your chances for that damn Scorpio to sell. Anyway, I'm finna head out to work. Deuces.